And God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. This verse has led many into doubting whether Eve is the first woman and first wife of Adam, since she only appeared in chapter 2 of Genesis. And Jehovah God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which Jehovah God took from the man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. So which woman is chapter 1 referring to? Some believe there was a generation before Adam, which is the pre-Adamic civilization, which Satan was believed to be the ruler of that civilization before his fall. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which this weakens the nations? While others believe there was a woman created with Adam in chapter 1 called Lilith. The story of Lilith first emerges in the epic Sumerian poem Gilgamesh and the Halepu tree. In the tale, the goddess Inanna has chosen a specific willow tree to create a throne and a bed from. After 10 years has passed and the tree had matured, she goes to harvest the tree for her hopes, and upon reaching there, she finds a terrible creature had already taken possession of a tree. A dragon has set its nest at the base of the tree, and a zoo bird residing in its branches, and in the midst of the tree the demoness Lilith had built her house. Gilgamesh came to the aid of the goddess Inanna and banished the terrible creatures. Lilith in this account fled to the desert. In Assyria, she was included among the Lilitude, group of demons that preyed upon sleeping men, pregnant women, and newborn children. In Babylon, she was portrayed as the prostitute of the goddess Ishtar. The name of Lilith appeared once in the Bible. The creatures of the desert would encounter jackals, and the hare goat will call to its kind. Indeed, Lilith, night demon, will settle there and find herself a place of rest. Isaiah 34 verse 13. How did Lilith become the first human and first wife of Adam, with her name mentioned once in the scripture? The idea that God created an earlier version of woman before Eve comes from Jewish Midrashic culture. Midrash, an ancient and important practice within Judaism, is the traditions of making inference based on biblical scriptures to resolve conflicting passages. Lilith appeared in the Talmud and in rabbinic folklore. She is evil through a female demon who seduces men and threatens babies and women during childbirth. The Talmud describes her as having long hair and wings. She has sex with men who sleep alone at night in the house. She is called the mother of all demons in the Kabbalah and Midrashim. Her name probably comes from Layla, which means night in Hebrew. She is probably based on the pagan demon Lulu or Lilu, who appears in the Epic of Gilgamesh, Sumerian and other Babylonian folklore. It wasn't until the 8th to 10th century that Lilith emerges as the first wife of Adam. The earliest connection between Lilith and the other male and first woman comes in the alphabet of Ben Sira. The alphabet of Ben Sira is anonymous medieval text attributed to Jesus Ben Sira. It dated between AD 700 and AD 1000. It is a compilation of two lists of proverbs, 22 in Aramaic and 22 in Hebrew, both arranged as alphabetic acrostics. It is in the 5th chapter that Lilith is introduced as the woman created in chapter 1 of Genesis. In this account, both male and female was created from the earth. Adam and Lilith immediately began to fight. Lilith insisted she would not take the lower position during sex, saying, "We are equal to each other, inasmuch as we were created from the earth." But they would not listen to one another. When Lilith saw this, she pronounced the unspeakable name of God and flew away into the air. And God sent 3 angels, Sinoi, Sansinor, and Samjilov, to bring her back, but she refuses and said, "Leave me, I was created only to cause sickness to infant. If the infant is male, I have dominion over him for 8 days after his birth, and if female, for 20 days. Upon hearing Lilith's words, the angel insisted she go back, but she swore to them by the name of the living and eternal God, saying, "Whenever I see you or your name or your form in an amulet, I would have no power over that infant." She also agreed to have 100 of her children die every day. Accordingly, every day 100 demons perish. The names of the angels are written on the amulet of young children. When Lilith sees their names, she remembers her oath, and the children recovers.
To Lilith as we know her today in ancient Jewish mythology. The story of Lilith as Adam's first wife actually has no basis in the Hebrew Bible.